I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch.
Okay, so this is testing to see.
Stop it.
If the voice. No, I just want to test to see if the voice, like, if you can hear my voice from here and if you can hear
My voice from here.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Let's see. Usama, welcome to the podcast, brother. It's been a while.
Welcome.
Trying to get you on the fucking podcast, it like takes so long, man. It's been like almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that because I've been really busy.
Bullshit, you've been busy, man.
Yo, I was just trying to find a good opportunity like this, dude. Like,
What do you mean?
When can you do a recording that's outdoors? You know, one
Yo,
on one
yeah,
with
actually-
a tea and
True. To everyone listening, right? Usama and I, we actually at a park, somewhere like some far place like Dunia Tonga, but we're in a park, and yeah. So this is the first episode, like first live episode, you could call it. That's recorded
a
like in
live
person.
episode.
Yeah, usually it's on Discord and stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, welcome to the podcast. Like,
Thank you.
How's everything been on your end?
I was supposed to be the first guest, but due to situations, we had to delay it. But yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Also, like a lot of people have been asking me to ask you this question, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and ask it.
Let's go.
Usama, why?
What's it?
All right. So let's get straight into it. Like everyone knows our history, right? We don't have to talk about how long we've known each other and shit. Everyone pretty much knows. Let's get into
12.5 years.
12.5. Oh yeah. 12.5 years. Okay, so let's go back to like the time we first met, right? What was your first impression of me? Because I know that's a funny story.
My first impression of you, well, I remember this clearly because you just walked into the class like as if you owned the class or something.
What do you mean own the class?
Like all your sleeves were folded up and you just walked as if, like those Rajinikanth movies. I don't know. And
Okay.
then you went and you took a seat. And then next second, I remember Bala was our first teacher over there.
Yeah.
And he called you up and he told to fold the sleeves back, button your shirt and everything. So I really thought you were an asshole. But some of the guys knew you. But they weren't really familiar with you. So yeah, that was the first. You were an asshole. That was my first impression.
No, I mean, like, the thing is, I was in SLIS before, right? So I got bullied like shit. So I was thinking, if I'm going to come back to this shithole again for the second time, I really need to, like, act like, no one can fuck with me and shit. So that's why I came like that. But at the end, like, yeah, I mean, it was a few of the greatest years of my life. League of Legends, dude.
Oh, shit.
Like,
We've got history.
Yeah, we've got history. I mean, you're the fucker who introduced me to the game as well. So, yeah, how did you get into the game?
I back when I was in college, there was a guy. He introduced me to the game, and I loved it. And I think I got my brother Usama into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I was visiting Saudi Arabia
Okay.
for vacation. And by the time I think you, your brother Zakif, and Adib, all three of you were together.
Mm-hmm.
And I introduced the game to Zach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I remember when you guys came to Sri Lanka and visited my place. You guys were playing League, and I was judging you really hard for it.
Yeah, you were. You were playing some shitty ass game.
No, I wasn't playing. I just wanted to go out and play, man. Can you imagine? Like, I wanted to go outside.
Yeah, back then. Not now though.
Yeah, season 4. Yeah, not now. But season 4.
But yeah, that's how you got into the game. You liked it once you started it, and then Adib started it. Now, I'm the one who introduced this game to most of them, and I'm still in bronze. And you guys have climbed up the ladder.
No, but that's because you don't play the game that much, right? I mean, you're known for your Alistar and stuff like this. I mean, you were an ADC main, right, at the start, and then you transitioned to support. And, like, I don't think there's many supports that are... Now, say, Adib is regarded as the best support on the Discord group, right? The guy's game knowledge, matchup knowledge, macro knowledge, like vision control.
Adib is the one who actually inspired me to be a support.
Oh, really? How so?
Because his thresh was really good to a point where whichever ADC he plays with, me or Zach or anyone,
he adapts to them, right?
He adapts to them. And like, I didn't want to be just a good support player. I want to be like that. So props to that guy for making me a better support.
He's probably asking you why right now.
Yeah. Adi bhai.
Okay, so what about the champions that you like playing? Because you're known, I mean, you and I, we're known to have a great synergy, right? I think that's down to how we know each other outside the game as well. Because most of the times when I'm playing, like, some stupid shit that I'm going to do, and then you follow up, and usually almost always it works out, right? Because there
I
used to be
think we still do it.
Yeah,
we still do it. Where you see me jumping into them just to save your ass, But a second later you jump back in and you die as well.
Yeah, it somehow works out. I mean, we've won so many flex games like that, right? It's kind of unfortunate. Like, if we were in Sri Lanka at that time when we used to play league, we could have probably joined a small tournament or something.
Yeah. I tried joining a tournament or two, but unfortunately I didn't have the players. You remember the time when you were in Malaysia and I was in Sri Lanka and we used to play every single day?
Single day. Yeah.
We literally made time just to play league.
Yeah.
And like the best part is, if we lose a game together, we come on video call and we have a session for ourselves.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was in the hostel at that time. I had to be extra damn careful. Went to the damn staircase. You sneaked out of your room and we had the session.
Honestly, because even whenever we meet in person as well, like, one of the main things we make time for is playing league together, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was the vibe, like, to play league next to each other, because that was everyone together and stuff. That was awesome, man. Like, we used to.
I wish we could go back to those times.
Yeah, honestly.
Simpler times.
Yeah. I mean, now with the whole life situation, with work and career-wise, and who knows, in the next few years probably get married as well, and then like, you have a wife backseating us and shit.
Have you seen those memes? I wish my wife does the same, where she brings food while I play games.
Yeah.
While I play league with you guys.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh my god.
So yeah, speaking of league, like, there's two cats fighting outside, man.
Shall we stop them? Or?
Nah, let them fight. Yeah, anyways, so let's go. Like, do you remember Curse, by the way? Like, before Discord, there was Curse. We used to, because all this communication shit started when we started playing league. We needed a way of communicating, because I don't think League Voice was there at that time, right?
Yeah, League Voice was introduced later, and we were using Curse. To be honest, I don't remember much of my time in Curse, because our Discord, it actually grew to a larger community, to a point where I don't even remember
Curse, right?
Curse or any other voice things that we used to do.
Let me tell you a funny story about Curse, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so this was done in 2016, I believe. 2016, right? So we were on Curse, and I think that's around the time, like, this is 1 year after, we met Laser and Savas and everyone, right?
Oh,
so there used to be another set of people as well, like, for example, Halloween Alpha. I don't know if you remember the Jewish girl.
I don't. Oh,
yeah. You
okay,
remember?
that's what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so she used to, like, hit on everyone, right? She used to hit on Laser. So, like,
Laser out of all people.
Laser out of all people. She used to, like, ask him for skins and stuff. She's like, oh. And this guy, he was like, what, a 15-year-old, studying in an all-boys school. So, like, he was, I'm pretty sure that was the first girl he talked to, like, Laser, if you're listening, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings at all, man.
So, yeah, so she was hitting on him at some point, and then, she and I started talking a lot, and, like, for me, it was just, like, I was a bit against, the whole e-girl thing, but at that point, like, guys would be guys, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I remember I was talking, I was like, I'm going jogging right now, in the morning, and then I was like, all...
You went jogging in the morning?
What do you mean? I used to be fit back then, dude. Don't you remember?
Okay, my bad,
This was before the sessions. We used to play football and shit like that. We'll get to the football situation later, but yeah. And she's like, oh, she was trying to hit on me, and she's like, you must be so, like, cramped up right now. Let me give you a massage. If I was there, I'd probably give you a massage or something.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It went that far?
Yeah, but then
Man, I honestly, when you mentioned before this podcast about I didn't know what you're talking about. But then when you mentioned these things, I remember that.
So yeah, that's a small story. But then after Curse, the Discord, we started that together, right? Like, it was you and me.
Yeah,
and now look at how much it's grown, man. Like,
I think you found out the exact date we started, right? November 3rd.
Around November, 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's been what?
2016 or 17?
I think 16.
16.
I think 16.
Yeah. So how did we start the Discord, by the way? Like, how did it grow to become such, like, a engaging community?
I can't remember, but what I remember now is that when we started the server, we just added all the people we knew who was playing league and everything, and then slowly by slowly those guys invited people they knew. We invited people we knew, and right now we have around 69 people, right?
Yeah, 69 people. So yeah,
It's a great number.
speaking of this league, there's a matchstick story that's been going around that I think people should know about, and you invented it. Amongst many traditions that you've invented, like the wink wink and then all these things. So what's the matchstick story?
The matchstick is it's nothing to be laughing about, because it's kind of serious.
Okay.
Because when you have a smoke and you don't have a lighter and you use a matchstick, they say that you cannot light 3 cigarettes with one matchstick.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
You can only.
But the flame lasts for 3 cigarettes, no? Like
No.
the feet last for a while.
No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because there's always a sniper watching, and he is ready to shoot you as soon as you light the 3rd cigarette. That's why I'm telling you, it's nothing to laugh about, because you will die, dude.
Okay, so the sniper is always watching.
He's always watching.
That's where the meme came from. Sniper is watching.
Sniper is watching.
Sniper out now on all digital platforms.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. No offense, sniper.
Okay, so that's the sniper story.
Yeah. For those of you who is trying to light the 3rd cigarette right now, stop right now. If you value your life.
Okay. So yeah, basically TLDR or TLDL, too long didn't listen. 1 matchstick, 2 cigarettes. That's about it. You cannot keep a matchstick lighting for that long because sniper is watching. Oh, there's a nice cat here.
Yeah, it's a nice pussy.
Okay, so league. We talked a bit about league. Like our champions, our play style. Okay, real quick. Like, what is your play style? How would you define your play style as league?
My play style, as you know, my role is support, and I don't like to play passively. My play style has always been aggressive, and it's not that I can adapt to whatever situations, but if you play aggressively, I feel like I create more chances.
Okay.
I create more chances for my ADC to get fed, and he can grow in the game, and he can eventually carry the game.
Okay.
So yeah, that is.
So you're like a hyper aggressive support.
Hyper aggressive support.
Okay.
Even when I play,
you're not afraid to die or anything, right?
I'm not afraid to die.
Okay.
Because even if I die, I want to make sure that their whole team dies with me. I want to take all
Truly
of them
Usama
down.
bin Laden.
Truly Usama bin Laden, yes.
Okay.
I would call that the bin Laden play styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on from league, some of the other interests you have that I've seen, football. Like you really like football, huh?
Yeah.
How remember
I've
how
been
we
trying to get you to play for a while now.
Let's not talk about that. Eventually my time will come, hopefully. But
eventually.
yeah, in school we used to be crazy about football, huh? Like I remember we used to be so good at the game. Initially, when I first joined school and literally first time me playing football with you guys weren't sure like, oh, is this guy good? Is this guy not good? I remember you guys were like kind of like seeing how I play and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, this guy's actually pretty good, And then you used to be you used to be a striker, I think, yeah.
Not strike. I think midfielder.
Midfielder, yeah. So how do you transition to be a goalie? Because for people that don't know, like you're an insanely damn good goalkeeper, dude. Like,
yeah, thanks, man.
Like holy shit, we used to name you Casillas and shit.
Yeah.
How did that transition happen?
The thing is, like at first, I think I subbed out for a goalie.
This was in school.
This was in school, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the full thing, to be honest. Because like all my life right now, what I remember is that I've been goalie all my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So back in school, what I remember is that I just subbed out to be a goalie, and turns out I was just naturally good at it. As soon as the striker comes with the ball, I jump for the ball, without even getting scared.
I'll tell you something.
I used to do this stupid shit. I don't know if you remember. Even if the ball is coming slow, I catch the ball and I roll on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like you play league the way you play league the way you goalkeep, right? You're so hyper aggressive. Like I remember trying to shoot against you, like literally come for my legs, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't a good goalkeeper back then, but I had that aggressiveness. I just jumped for the ball without, being afraid of it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I have the ball in hand,
Mm-hmm.
I roll, like 2-3 rolls.
Yeah,
I
like
don't-
athletic
I,
and shit.
I don't give a shit like what's on the ground, right? I just do that roll.
Okay.
And somehow I got interested in playing goalkeeper. But then I became really good when I came to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, you were the goalkeeper, of the number one goalkeeper for your
Of,
team, right? In your uni.
Apit, yeah.
Yeah.
In my uni.
Like the whole of, okay, guys, can you imagine the whole of Apit? This guy was the number one goalkeeper. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's a bit of exaggeration.
No, I'm saying like that. The transition is so great, you know. Like
Yeah, but still, that's a bit of exaggeration.
funny story
I,
as well.
I had a great captain, to be honest.
Okay.
And he,
Oshie, right?
Oshadi, yeah. He's a superb captain,
Mhm.
and before him, actually, there was another guy, Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
He saw my potential and he trained me separately.
Oh, okay.
And I used to train in these grounds where there were less grass, so it was a bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it wasn't the road, but it was how would I put it, like hard,
Rough,
hard.
basic.
Yeah, it was rough.
Mhm.
It was rough. So I practiced on that. That's how whatever fear I had of jumping, sliding, whatnot, I just jump. And if you see the right side of my body, it's full of scratches.
It's kind of ironic because you broke your hand in school, right? Your left hand. Yeah.
No.
Do you want to tell that story real quick? For those,
That's a stupid story.
for guys that don't know, Usama has a titanium plate on his left arm.
Left arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
This was back
Must be
in,
like a really crazy accident, right? Like a car crash or something.
yeah,
like,
that's what
must be
people
how-
think. That's what people
Yeah,
think.
that's what-
but,
that's what we- how did
that's
that
not
happen?
really the case.
What happened?
Even when people ask me what happened, I try to exaggerate the story, like
Mhm.
bike accident, this, that, and
Uh-huh.
everything. Even back in uni, when girls ask me, I'll be like, it's just an accident, and I want them to pity me, right?
Okay.
But then there are fuckers around me
Mhm.
who will sell me out. Like, for example, Adin and Nazlan, they just come and next second they're like, this fucker did this. So what happened was, back in O-levels, there used to be these the computer chairs, the big ones with the handles.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know them. I tried jumping from one side to the other.
Why though?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I succeeded.
Okay. But at
I
what
succeeded. Wait. No, there was no cost this time.
cost? Uh-huh.
And then I increased the height.
Okay.
I increased the height of the chair and I asked my brother to do it. My brother's like, nah, you do it, fam. So stupid. And he just waited there and watched. Next thing you know, I'm running to my mom's room with my arms like literally turned 90 degrees
Oh my
from
God.
the forearm. And yeah, that's my stupidity, I guess.
So yeah, with all that, you still managed to become like the best goalkeeper in your uni. That's insane.
yeah.
Hmm. Damn.
Sometimes.
Oh yes. So for the guys that know you, right? For everyone that knows you, no one really can find a fault with you, right? They can't say. I mean, not a lot of people have bad to say about you because you're always like fun to be around. You know, whenever you come out, like your presence is felt. You know, your vibes. There's always laughter. You know, like there's never a dull moment with you around. You know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can attest to that. And you don't really have these times where like, oh shit, I'm hanging out with people, I need to be by myself. Like for most of us, like we kind of get exhausted or anything, but for you it seems like the energy never runs out, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said this, they've felt this. So what do you attribute these qualities to, man? Like you never get pissed off, you're always happy, mashallah. So all these things.
By the way, you used filth. I hope you don't use it again.
Oh, sorry, my bad. What did I say? There was
Some attributes.
Oh, my bad.
Here's the thing. Basically, most of my characteristic,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's developed from back in school, and I learned from you guys, right? Some of my classmates were enemies, and there were fights and all those stuff, and I try to not get involved. I try to be the funny guy in between people.
The distributor.
The distributor.
Okay.
I try to crack jokes,
Uh-huh.
and now unfortunately, me cracking jokes has come to an extent where you know this very well. We cannot take a serious moment seriously.
Oh, you want to get into that real quick? What about the praying situation?
The praying
in
situation,
Situkula?
for
What
example.
happened? Like, can you tell the story real quick?
The
Go tell the story.
so we had a party for someone back in Sri Lanka in a lounge.
Okay, Adil's birthday, I believe, right? Surprise
It
party?
was someone's surprise party.
Okay.
I can't remember who.
Adil, if you're listening, you remember that day very well, bro. I'm pretty sure.
And we decided to pray. And while we were praying, at Jamaat, by the way, and
Okay.
while we were praying, there was a coin in my shirt pocket.
What was the
And,
coin?
It was a 2 rupee coin.
A 2 rupee coin in this guy's shirt pocket while we were praying. And when he went for sujood, he went for sujood, the coin fell out of his pocket. And then I'm there, like, in, what is it, ruku? What is it?
Sujud.
No, when you say Rabbi Firli or something. After sujood, when you come after sujood.
Yeah.
What's that?
I
move?
don't know.
Okay, so anyways, after you get out from sujood, right? I saw this 2 rupee coins. And I saw his eyes looking to the side, like, to see if I saw it. And I saw him.
As soon as it fell, we both lost it.
We
dude.
cracked it.
Fucking lost it.
From
And
that day onwards,
we cannot take any serious situations seriously.
Yeah, to a point,
basically.
we can never pray next to each other.
We can never pray each other. We
Okay.
even tried praying next to each other when we went to Adil's place.
Yeah, for Father's
Adil's
right?
hometown. I'm not sure which prayer, but like in the end we prayed separately. That's what happened. We could not. So yeah, getting back to it, I tried to be the happy guy between us, you know,
Mhm.
the annoying guy.
The annoying
Yes,
guy.
The
Yeah.
annoying guy. Because one thing is for certain, like there won't be any, even if there's any conflicts, I will be there to resolve it. Usually I get caught up into deciding who's right and who's wrong, which is really bad for me. Still, I try to get out of the situation.
The pacifier, basically.
The pacifier.
My bad, you meant useful.
Distributor, pacifier. But yeah, I try to, back in Sri Lanka, whenever we try to hang out, I take my time and travel to you guys.
Yeah, legit. Like, you
just
live
to have
40 minutes away just for a 15-minute tea session.
15
40
minute
minutes one way, by the way. So he travels 1.5 hours just to meet us to have a 15-minute tea.
Yeah, I have a small circle, and I would like to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Even with a bigger circle, I know a lot of people and everything. I do not get close to them. I do not get personal with them because I know this inner circle is what matters to me. You know,
You hold your friendships close, the close ones.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Is that why you don't get like pissed off? Because I've never seen you pissed off at all. Like, you never get pissed.
I don't actually. Funny story. I've gotten pissed a couple of times, but on top of my head, I remember the 2 times I got pissed off was with Adil.
Oh.
With Adil, yeah. One was back in Apit, back in uni, where I remember I was doing an assignment and we were hitting the deadline soon, and we had like 3-4 hours to do it, and I haven't done anything, which is usually my case, and everyone was bugging me to go have a break, and I didn't. But I had called Adil for a break. This was a while earlier, but then when he got the free time, he came back, and when he asked me, yo, shall we go? I'm the one who called him, but still I snapped at him.
Oh.
I snapped. I was like, yo, just wait for a couple seconds, man. And then he got pissed as well, and he's like, when we were walking down, the mood was like completely destroyed. I was like, yo, listen, man, sorry. It's not what I meant. I know I'm the one who called you. This was one time. The other time was a funny thing. I think you remember. This was back in school, where 2 of our friends tried to help a canteen lady escape from the school. And
Wait, what?
yeah, Yeah, I remember I brought my phone that day, and these guys had given my phone to her to contact the relevant people to get out.
Okay.
And the uncle in charge of that found my phone, and when that phone got caught, I was in trouble, and like I was so tensed, and I was just sitting there, and Adil comes up and he was like, and he cracked a joke. I can't remember what he said exactly, but I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And I just snapped. And these two times are the only times I remember. This was way back. Now I don't even get pissed for shit. I don't get pissed for shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, now look at you guys, man. You guys are literally like brothers if it was in another life, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, it all worked out in the end.
Yes, it did. It was nice.
So, you have how do you view life as? You know, what are your thoughts on life and stuff? Because you did study biology in A levels, and then you transitioned to studying IT, and now even though your persona is fun and like happy-go-lucky kind of guy, I've noticed that when it comes to your work, you're really
happy-go-lucky.
Happy-go-lucky, yeah. When it comes to your work, you're really like technically really adept at what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do you attribute those qualities to?
From way back, I was always interested in IT, but I never really thought that I would be working in IT. Actually, to be honest, I did bio because it was my parents' dream for me to do something in the medicine field. But like after A levels, after the results, to be honest, after the results,
because that was a bombshell, right?
Yeah. But no, I think midway I realized it wasn't my thing, but then it was too late to change. And me being the eldest son, I had to do something. One of my colleagues was going to this uni in Sri Lanka, and he decided to go IT. It was actually because of you guys that I turned into IT. Because you guys were telling that I am good at IT, why don't I follow this and everything. You guys are the ones who told me and opened my eyes basically, and that's what made me go to uni. Even at uni, I wasn't a bright guy. I was doing really shit back then.
I think we are more practically sound than textbook. Like book smart people. We're more towards the practical side of life.
Yeah, because I could never study the concepts or whatnot. When I started my first job is when I got into it, basically. The 3 years that I did college honestly taught me nothing. I don't want to demotivate anyone who's listening, but college is good.
And most of them listening are like still in med school, right?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't want to demotivate you guys. This is just my view, and it's like I got better after doing these practical things. And yeah, I followed after that, and I took my work quite seriously, and I got better at it. I started exploring more things on the IT side, and yeah, alhamdulillah, I guess.
Yeah, because when I was learning Python with you as well, like one thing I noticed is if I come across a problem, you kind of have the answer to the problem in many different ways, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like the textbook method. Like you will find out the quickest way of doing something. You'd find out like that'll be the longest way of doing something. So it's like you can code in a lot of languages, and you basically handpick the code into what suits the situation the best, right?
Yeah. My dream is to become a technical lead, more than a project manager, because
of your technical knowledge.
Because of my technical knowledge.
I see.
I don't want to leave coding, even though right now my job is, as you know, as a
healthcare IT and database and stuff.
Healthcare IT and database and whatnot. But yeah, this is I would say temporary or something, just to fix my situation.
I know this is kind of a cliche question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Where would you see yourself in 5 years from now? Do you still see yourself working in Saudi? Would you like to climb the career ladder in Saudi? Or would you prefer moving to another country? Because like a few days ago, we had this conversation amongst our friends, right?
Yeah.
About how Saudi is actually a good place to be in, work in, live, with the restrictions. Even though people see the restrictions as somewhat of a con, it's not there anymore, right? The restrictions have kind of been lifted a little bit.
Yeah.
So, do you still see Saudi as a place that you'd like to stay in?
For me, Saudi is a great place to earn and save, to be honest, because even with the tax and everything, I feel like you can still save a shit ton of money. Especially me, in my situation, I live with my family, and most of my expenses are for myself. So I can save a shit ton of money. But my end goal would be moving to another place. What I have in mind is Canada. My dream is for you guys to be there as well. But let's see, inshallah. I don't know.
Like in the next few years, or?
Yes, in the next few years.
Okay, sure.
Like I said earlier, this is just temporary for me. I'm just here to earn money, and life in Saudi is getting better actually, but still this was not my plan, and I would not want to stay here.
Really?
Not for that long, to be honest. If you see our fathers and everyone, when they come to Saudi or any Gulf country, they stick to their position, and they only way they grow is in terms of salary or whatnot. In terms of career, I don't see any growth. It's just for example, if I take sales manager, development manager, and then you're stuck there because of Southeast Asian problems and everything. We cannot take.
You can't climb the career ladder.
You cannot climb the career ladder. But like other countries will give me an opportunity to grow in my technical way, or whatever career you're doing, you can grow. And my goal is Canada. So we'll see.
Also, another interesting thing about you is I've noticed that with all your with your whole personality and everything, you're surprisingly, I would say this, take it with a grain of salt, but surprisingly, you're actually religious.
Oh,
right? You don't mashallah, you don't miss prayers. So what is your perspective on this, like religion and stuff?
Well, I try to have a good faith in my religion, and I do not go to debate with people when they talk about this or they talk about this, and how do you know about this, how do you know about that. I don't go to debate those things. I was born Muslim, and I believe in my faith, and I do not want to part of me being religious right now is probably my parents' influence. Some people would say, oh shit, you're getting forced to pray and everything.
Exactly. Do you believe you're getting forced, or do you do it out of your own will?
I mean, in the beginning,
or as Sabu would say, out of your own volition.
Oh, sorry, what?
No, my bad.
don't use that. I'm pretty dumb. But right now I'm not doing because I'm forced to, because I believe in my faith and I want to pray.
Does it hurt you when you commit 5?
It does, because
how so?
It calms me in some way. I feel like whatever dua I'm asking, it gets
answered.
I have nothing much to say about it, because I do believe in the religion, but I don't want to talk much about it, because
what advice would you give to people who are trying to get close to the faith but still have their reservation? They have a lot of questions. They don't want to commit the time. They don't want to take time out of the day.
Muslim or general in religion?
Both. What would your advice be? Because you've been in this situation before. Like you've been where most of us are. I don't want to generalize, but I mean, from a personal perspective at least.
For me, what I think is now, for example, for us, every religion has their own way of praying and reciting and all the stuff. back when I was in Sri Lanka, I did not used to pray much.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I did not used to pray much, and I used to do all these stupid things which did not qualify me for praying. I don't want to get into it, but
trust me, we know.
But yeah, once in a while, me and my roommate, or just myself, I would go and pray one of the prayers.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a sign or something, but it really calms me.
That one prayer.
That one prayer. We have 5 prayers. It could be anyone. It really calms me, and it helps me clear my mind, especially when I'm stressed or thinking about something or anything. It really calms me and it helps me think.
Okay.
Whatever I'm stuck in. This is my personal experience, by the way. I don't know about most people. And whatever religion you are in, whatever prayer you have. For me, when I had that one prayer, it really calmed me. And I would continue. I would continue then.
Just that one prayer a day?
One prayer a day. And then I would slowly take it to the next level and pray like 2-3 prayers a day. And somehow at one point I was praying 5 times, and then again obviously broke, and then back into it, back and forth. And now, alhamdulillah, I'm praying 5 times a day, and I feel really good,
That's actually solid advice, bro, honestly.
I feel really good. That's what you take one step at a time.
This applies to life as well, right? Wouldn't you say?
This applies to life as well. Don't think about your end goal. And I saw this recent article, some video, I'm not sure, something they were talking about. I think one guy asked another guy about the goals and all the related things. So he mentioned a story. I don't remember the story exactly, but the moral of the story is like these two, I think a horse and an elephant or some shit like that, I'm not sure. But let's just say anyway, 2 animals, animal A, animal B, they are stuck in a jungle.
Okay.
And animal A asks, I do not see the end. How do we go from here?
Okay.
Animal B says, don't worry about it. Just go front and you'll find out. So what does that tell you?
Just go with the flow.
One step at a time. One step at a time. You take the first step, you take the second step, you take the 4th step, 5th step,
you don't have
step,
to see the
10th
end.
step. Then you will see your end.
Okay.
Don't see your goal. Don't work towards your goal. I mean, work towards your goal.
Yeah.
Take
like
one
you have
step
the
at a
end in
time.
mind.
You have the end in
but
mind.
you take small steps to reach that end.
Exactly.
Instead of looking for a direct path.
Exactly.
I see.
And who knows, maybe that goal wasn't meant for you. You will find different path.
Damn, that's some solid wisdom, bro. Nice.
Yeah. I wish I knew the whole story, but I hope I gave the proper insight.
Yeah. Damn, this episode has been really long, bro.
Has it?
I think it's the longest, but it's a banger, bro. I enjoyed every single minute of it. How was it? By
It was just chill, dude.
did you expect it to be like this?
I did not,
to
be honest, because this is one thing, it's outside. And a lot of people just passed by. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. But yeah, it was nice.
What advice would you give to people who are still on the fence about joining the podcast? Because even you, to be honest, were on the fence about joining the podcast. You were like, what do I talk about?
What do I talk about? Exactly.
Yeah, like this thing. So yeah, how would you rate your experience?
Just
man?
fucking join, guys. What the fuck you waiting for? I mean, it's once you start talking, you just keep going, dude. I mean, you're there obviously to help, and it's not like an interview. It's a
conversation.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
It's a conversation, and it was
Awesome.
really good.
Awesome. I mean, for sure, that's not the last time you're going to be on the podcast, right? Like somewhere down the line, maybe season 2, you'd probably co-host with me. Like
You never know.
You never know. All right,
You
guys.
never know.
Thank you for listening. As always, feedback has been awesome. Great. Really appreciate it. Keep them coming. If you have any recommendations, we'd love to hear them. And yeah, if you wanna get in on the podcast, you just message Usama or me, like the Discord.
Can I just end with? Can I get a?
Yeah.